Our first inductee is Bruce Anderson. Bruce is a New Rockford High School and Minot State University graduate. Bruce began his career at Minot High School, coaching both the boys and girls programs from 1971 to 1977. He led his 1975 girls to a Region 8 title and an appearance in the state tournament. In 1977, Bruce came to Minot High School, and for the next 30 years, he led the Minot High School girls programs to 7 WBA Conference regular season titles, 8 WBA Conference tournament titles, 3 state second place finishes, and the 1970 North Dakota State girls title. Overall, Bruce's teams won 519 games in his 37-year coaching career. He coached in 21 North Dakota State tournaments, and when he retired in 2008, was the second winningest coach in North Dakota girls basketball history. Bruce was elected to the North Dakota High School Activities Association WB Coach of the Year 8 times, the North Dakota State Girls Coach of the Year 3 times, and was a 5-time nominee for National Girls Basketball Coach of the Year, including a 2-time finalist, and the National Federation State Association Sectional Coach of the Year in 2008. Bruce is survived by his wife Nancy, daughter Michelle, and son Jason. Here tonight to accept his award is his son Jason and granddaughter Taylor Anderson, here from Houston, Texas. Our next inductee is Gary Sampson. Gary is at Botno High School and Minot State University. Our next inductee is Bob Holman. Bob is a 1978 Minot High School and 1982 Minot State University graduate. Bob was a longtime Minot High School assistant coach in football and in boys and girls track and field. Bob won 7 varsity letters while at Minot High School. He was a 3-time letter winner in football and was voted the WBA All-Conference in 1978. He was a 3-time letter winner in basketball and a 2-time letter winner in track and field, including being a member of both the 1978 and 79 North Dakota State Track and Field Champions. Bob was an assistant football coach for 20 years from 1983 to 2004. He helped coach the multiple state playoff games. He was also an assistant coach for the boys and girls track and field teams for 33 years from 1984 to 2018. He coached the shot put and discus throwers. In his tenure, he helped lead the Minot High School program to 9 North Dakota State team championships and coached 1 state individual champion. Bob is a North Dakota High School Coaches Association lifetime member and voted a National High School Athletic Assistant Coach of the Year finalist in 2011. Bob was also inducted into the Minot State University Hall of Fame in 2007. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Holman. Our next inductees is the 1981 3,200 meter relay team. They were the boys state champions that year. Members of the team are Joe Carlson, Ken Clark, Robbie Buchholz, and John Boehner. In the spring of 1981, the 4x800 relay team from Minot High not only won the 3,200 meter relay state championship, but established a North Dakota state record that would stand for 42 years. Their time of 7 minutes 54.52 seconds was unequaled until broken this past spring, and then by only 0.14 seconds. All 4 members were also teammates on the 1980 North Dakota Track and Field Championship team. Individually, Joe Carlson was a 5-time letter winner at Minot High School, earning 2 in both cross country and track, as well as being named cross country team champion. He also earned a letter in basketball. Ken Clark was a 4-time letter winner with 3 in cross country and 1 in track. Robbie Buchholz was a 6-time letter winner with 3 letters in track, 2 in football, including being a member of the 1980 North Dakota State Football Championship team, and earning 1 letter in basketball. John Boehner was also a 6-time letter winner, a co-captain of both cross country and track, and was the 1980 individual 800 meter state champion. Present tonight are Joe Carlson, Robbie Buchholz, and John Boehner. Congratulations. Their name remains on the front of Duane Carlson Stadium for that record. Our next inductee is Brian Miller. Brian is a 2003 Minot High School graduate and was a three-sport star, earning 9 varsity letters while at Minot High School. Brian received 4 letters for swimming, 3 for cross country, and 2 for track and field. As a swimmer, Brian was a member of both the WBA and state championship teams of 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. He was named the WBA Senior Athlete of the Year in 2003 and was also voted the hardest worker and team captain of the Minot High School swim team. In 2003, Brian was both the WBA state champion in the 200 freestyle and the 500 freestyle, and was a member of the state champion 400 free relay team in both 2002 and 2003. While competing in cross country, he was named the WBA All-Conference and North Dakota All-State in both 2001 and 2002. He was voted the WBA Senior Athlete of the Year in 2002. He was also a member of the 2002 State Track and Field Championship team, placing in the top 3 in the 3,200-meter run, and was voted team captain in 2003. Brian is joined by his 2 children. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Miller. Our next inductee is Matt Whitwer. Matt was also a 2003 graduate and was a 6-time letter winner at Minot High School. He lettered 2 times on the baseball team that went on to play in state tournament, both his junior and senior year. He played first base, and he was second in both batting average and RBI during his junior year. Matt also competed in basketball. He was a 4-time letter winner for Minot High School from 1999 to 2003. He became a starter during his 9th grade season, averaging almost 7 points per game. His career scoring average increased every year, topping out at over 21 points his senior year. And when he finished, he was Minot High School's all-time leading point scorer with 1,356 points, a record that stood for 20 years until this past year. His career 143 three-pointers and 44-point game were also MHS records at the time. Matt played on teams that went to state tournaments in both 2000 and 2002, finishing 3rd during his junior year. He was named team MVP both his junior and senior year. He was named WBA All-Conference for 3 years in a row, first team All-State in his junior and senior year, and a North Dakota Mr. Basketball finalist, a Minot High School Premier Athlete Award, and a McDonald's All-American nominee his senior year. Along with his athletic excellence, Matt was a 4.0 student, a 4-year National Honor Society member, and was asked to speak at his 2003 Minot High School graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Matt Whitwer. Our next inductee is Brecca is a 2011 graduate of Minot High School and was a 6-year letter winner in both cross country and track, for a total of 12 letters from her 7th grade to senior year. In cross country, Brecca was all WBA all 6 years, a 5-time All-State selection, WBA champion her sophomore and junior years, and both the WBA and state state senior athlete of the year in 2010. She also qualified for the Nike Nationals her sophomore year. In track, Brecca finished 2nd in the 3,200-meter run at the state meet as a 7th grader, was top 3 in both the mile and 2-mile as an 8th grader, and was a member of the 4x800-meter state championship relay team as a freshman. She won the 1,600-meter state title as a junior and was a 3-time North Dakota state champion in the 3,200-meter run from her sophomore to senior years. She owns the MHS record in both of those events. Brecca went on to a decorated career at North Dakota State University, finishing 2nd in the Summit League Cross Country Championships as a freshman and winning the title in 2013, as well as being named the Summit League Athlete of the Year in 2013 and named to the USTF CCCA All-Region Team. In track, she was the runner-up in both the 3,000 and 5,000 meter runs in 2013 and was the 10,000 meter Summit League champion. Brecka holds top 10 times at NDSU in the 3,000 meters and 5,000 meter runs, and the second best time in the 10,000 meter run. In 2019, Brecka earned her doctorate degree in physical therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, Brecka Wallen. How about one more round of applause for our inductees into this year's Minot High School Athletic Hall of Fame.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right 40 power?
No.
You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
You're good.
Well, a beautiful sight earlier on here tonight. You see the Minot High Band on homecoming night making their way all the way up to Duane Carlson Stadium as we get set and ready for homecoming night as the Magi take on the Fargo Davies Eagles here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to our pregame show here tonight, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with 5 locations throughout western North Dakota. There to serve you. They make it easy to save some time during your lunch hour or whenever you head on over to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You can swing in, get an oil change in 15 minutes or less right from the comfort of your own vehicle. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change bringing you tonight's pregame show. Well, we saw the ceremony earlier on here tonight where Minot High's Athletic Hall of Fame had new inductees into it. Congratulations to all those men and women that were involved in their athletic careers at Minot High School. We'll go through that at halftime here tonight. Well, the Davies Eagles come in at 2-2. They're ranked number 5 in the state of North Dakota. They take on the Magi, ranked number 2 at 4-0. This is Minot's first test outside of the conference here tonight when the Davies Eagles come to town for the 13th all-time matchup between these two teams. Minot High holding the record between the two at 7 wins and 5 losses all time. It's a red-hot Magician team. It's a Davies Eagles team that is no slouch by any means, ranked number 5 in the state. Davies coming off of their most recent loss. That was at Bismarck High last week. They lost by a score of 22-3. They also lost to Cheyenne 21-14 just 2 weeks ago. Minot High comes in after they put it on Mandan and Century. They also put it on Legacy, and guess what? They put it on St. Mary's as well. Minot High in the season coming into the showdown here tonight has outscored their opponents 114-12. Big time number for the Magi. They've only given up 12 points on the year in the 4 games that they've played. Defensively, they have been stout like you wouldn't believe. Davies looks to see if they could put some points on the board here tonight because they've only scored 77 on the year. They've given up 66 on the season. While we had our coin toss at midfield, we'll come back and we'll break down some of the players to watch for in this showdown here tonight. The Magi just about set to run out of the tunnel here on homecoming night. It's a rainy night here in the Magic City. It's going to make for a fun one on homecoming night without question. Get ready for a good one as the Eagles and the Magi rumble here at Duane Carlson Stadium.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
The smoke starts to billow out of the blow-up. Minot High Magicians football head. Here they come. It's time to meet the Magi tonight as they come out onto their playing surface on homecoming night. Get ready for a good one. Minot High and Davies ranked number 2 and number 5 in the state of North Dakota. The Magi with the top seed compared to the 2. Davies no slouch by any means. Again, coming into the showdown here tonight, Minot High at 4-0, Davies at 2-2. Time to take a look at some of the players to watch for here in tonight's showdown. It's brought to you by our friends at Minot State University. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Minot State gets graduates their jobs that they want. That's why you should enroll at Minot State University. They bring you this player matchup here tonight and the players to watch for in this showdown. Starting for the Magicians, Tyson Ruziska has been an absolute beast, the top rusher inside of the WDA. Ruziska, 49 carries for 404 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. He's also received the ball 9 times for 121 yards on the year. Ruziska is going to be a big player here tonight, looking to see if he can add to his 6 touchdown total here tonight to this homecoming matchup. The 1-2 bunch in the backfield with Griffin Broderick, 28 carries for 230 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns on the year. Broderick, a junior fullback. Those two in the backfield combined with Caden Kraft and Logan Conklin as the wideouts here. They are a 4-headed monster, that's without question. 10 receptions for Conklin, 231 yards for him, and 5 TDs. He only caught the ball 2 times last week. They only went to him twice in that ball game, and Minot High still put it on Century in big time, winning 30-0. Caden Kraft had a touchdown last week. That was good enough for number 2 on the year for him. 15 catches for 145 yards. Who's the man behind the plan and dishing the ball out that way? Well, it's Luke Beater. Luke Beater, the senior QB for Minot High, has got 37 for 50 for 499 yards here on the season. 9 times he's found targets for touchdowns. He's been picked off 5 times on the year. For the Davies Eagles, they have Gage Brewer, the quarterback position, the senior QB, 26 carries, 57 yards. He hasn't scored a touchdown on the ground. He hasn't had one through the air yet either. 26 for 74 for 382 yards on the year in the air for Gage Brewer. They've got some guys in the backfield. They'll run a wing T offense here tonight. Look for Luke Lorenz, one of the tops in the EDC. 2 touchdowns on the year, 15 carries for 84 yards, 9 receptions for 125. 2 TDs on the year, but it's Zach Lilly, the senior fullback, 48 carries for 455 yards on the year, 5 touchdowns for him. Lilly wears number 23, Lorenz wears number 4. They also have Malachi Wehrmeyer, 12 carries for 60 yards. He's received the ball 5 times for 119. He's got 1 touchdown on the year. And then Grant Chosick plays in that slot back position. 4 carries. Well, he's gone backwards. -4 yards on the season. 5 receptions for 64 yards on the year. Well, Trinity Health is going to deliver the game ball here tonight. Let's turn it over to Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, for the presentation of the game ball delivery here tonight.
Trinity Health Foundation Board of Directors. Flight paramedics Seth Knudsen and Dave Rogan. Dave is a Minot High School graduate. Flying tonight is Brian Jones. A special thanks to Trinity Health First Response Air for the delivery of the
Well, those
ball.
gentlemen right there deserve a lot of credit. Trinity Health First Response Air delivering the game ball. The gentleman on the far right next to number 33 from Minot High, Brady Larson, that's Dave Grogan, a 2003 graduate. I actually had the opportunity to grow up playing high school hockey with Dave Grogan. He was the 2003 homecoming king at Minot High School, by the way. A little homecoming flair here on homecoming night for the Magi. Time to take a look at our standings inside of the WDA coming into the showdown here tonight. These standings are brought to you by our friends at Ackerman Esfold. Standings coming into the showdown here this evening look like this in the West region. Minot High, well, they're number one. They're 4-0 inside of the conference. They haven't played outside of the WDA yet. They've won all four on the season. Bismarck's at 2-0 inside of the WDA, 3-1 for them on the year. They have West Fargo tonight. 2-game win streak for them. Mandan's +1 in the win-loss column. In the streak category, they're 2-1 inside the West region, 2-2 overall. St. Mary's is 1-2. Legacy's at 0-2. They're number 5. Century at 0-2. They've lost 2 straight. They've got a big one tonight on the PSP Network. They take on Shanley in a rematch of the top tier for high school football and the state championship game 1 year ago. We'll have a live look in coming your way in just a few moments here on the PSP Network. Williston at 0-5 on the year. Other games tonight again. Shanley's at Century. Davies here in Minot. Mandan's at St. Mary's, Legacy at Williston, and the West Fargo Packers are at Bismarck. Well, the presentation of the colors on the field. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back, and we'll salute our great country with the Star-Spangled Banner here tonight at Duane Carlson Stadium.
Water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. How about the Minot High School Trumpet Trio with our nation's national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner? Job well done, young man. That was fantastic. Always great to have a rendition of our nation's national anthem. That's what we get there with the trumpet trio. Job well done. Well, it's time to take a look at the polls inside of North Dakota for AAA football here in week number 5. The poll looks like this. Voted on by the media in our state. Well, it's unanimous. Shanley's the team to beat. 4-0 on the year, the defending state champions. They received all the first place votes, 20 of them. Of the 20 voters, Minot at number 2, Cheyenne at 3, Bismarck at 4, Davies at 5. Look for Minot High to see where they stand tonight after this matchup with Fargo Davies as they get onto the conference for the first time this year. Minot High goes to Cheyenne next Friday night, a game that we'll have right here on the PSP network as well. Bismarck hot right now in the West region. They're trying to climb also inside of the WDA. It should be a good one here tonight on the PSP network. We want to thank our friends once again at Valvoline Instant Oil Change for bringing you the showdown here tonight. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with 5 locations throughout western North Dakota. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change bringing you the pregame show here tonight for the Magi and the Davies Eagles. Well, let's send it over to Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, for the official introductions here tonight of the home team.
And right tackle, number 68, Dylan Huber. And right guard, number 52, Ethan Armstrong. The center, number 59, Tegan Nichols. The left guard, number 64, Joe Reset. And left tackle, number 75, Derek Aravet. And tight end, number 84, Heston Fall. Wide receiver, number 11, Logan Conklin. And wide receiver, number 10, Hayden Swiddle. And at wide receiver, number 17, Caden Kraft. The running back, number 2, Tyson Ruziska. And at quarterback, number 9, Lucas Peter.
Well, there you see the starting lineups for the Magi on their homecoming night here tonight at Duane Carlson Stadium. This should be a doozy here tonight. Let's look at our keys to the game here this evening. They're brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air with 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. Factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. It's Northern Plains Heating and Air. First for Minot High here tonight. They've got so many weapons and so many opportunities to score the football and make big defensive stops. They just need to use those weapons here tonight. And when Minot High does that, they are very tough to beat. Everybody's got to be going tonight for the Magi, especially those big weapons. For the Davies Eagles, for me, they've got to score early. Minot High has not given up a touchdown or a point, let alone in the first half of football, the first or second quarter. That's a factor for me here tonight. If Davies can get off to an early start, they may have a chance against the number 2 team in the state of North Dakota here tonight. And, of course, they always have a chance anytime North Dakota high school football is played. We know that there's going to be a winner and a loser. When it's all said and done after 4 quarters of football, we'll find out who that is. And guess what? It's time. Let's get this one underway here tonight. The Magi and the Davies Eagles are going to go toe-to-toe here tonight on the PSP network. Thank you for joining us for North Dakota high school football here from Duane Carlson Stadium. We are officially underway here in the Magic City as that ball is going to go all the way down through the end zone. It will be a touchback, and Davies will come to the offensive side of the ball for the first time here tonight, where we'll get our first look at their wing T offense. And Gage Brewer, their quarterback, the senior, looking for his first touchdown of the year. Davies is coached by Wayne Wehrmeyer here in year number 3, but he's been with the program for 7 seasons. University of Mary grad. looking to come to the western side of the state here tonight and make some noise against the Magi on their homecoming night. Ball over to the right hash here for the Davies Eagles. They're in white. Minot High is in their maroons here tonight. Davies will set it up with spread offense. 2 on the right side, 2 on the left side. There's a motion man here for the Eagles, and across came Chosick. There's a flag on the play. Now there's going to be some free yards coming here. Let's go to the gentleman in the white hats. It's going to be on the Magi. Time to take a live look in, and a Planet Pizza live look into that matchup down in the capital city here this evening. Shanley just got on the board again. They lead Century 14-7 at the start of quarter number 2. Planet Pizza will deliver tonight, by the way. 852-1700. Planet Pizza brings you the live look in into the matchup tonight down in Bismarck, where Century Patriots take on Shanley Deacons. Well, there's a big run up the middle. That ball was on the ground. Then Gage Brewer picked it up. Big time gain for a first down. He was pelted by Conklin out in the secondary, but it's an Eagles first down as they work on their first drive of the ball game. Nick Holberg on the call here tonight to the Magic City. We thank you folks for being aboard with us here tonight on a gloomy night in the Magic City. Rain off and on throughout the day. The cloud cover here has the lights on early at Duane Carlson Stadium. That turf a little bit slick here tonight. That may play a factor in the ballgame. Handoff and up the middle. Nice carry up the guts there. Zach Lilly is the one that carries it forward. Minot High's Michael George and Brady Larson were in on the stop. Well, they give credit to DJ Jones, the homecoming king for the Magi. Congratulations to DJ Jones for being selected by his peers as the king of Minot High School. Davies running on their first possession of the ball game and running well. Second down and 5 here for the Eagles. They go into that wing T offense. Back to pass across the middle. Oh, it's caught down in the flat and off to the races. Chosick takes it up to the 35-yard line before he's taken out of play. And a nice play there for the Eagles. They've got themselves another first down. Well, off the hop here tonight, we're seeing something that the Magi haven't seen yet this season, and that's a team that's been able to find some yardage on the first drive of the ball game. Davies impressive against the Minot High group that's only given up 12 points on the season early on in this ball game. 10:20 ticks down to the first quarter. Scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That ball's on the ground again as it went right into the hands of Chosick. That will be a loss on the play, and it brings up a second down. They're going to have 15 to go here, set up on the Minot High 40-yard line. Tonight's game on the PSP Network also brought to you by our friends at the UPS Store. UPS Store for all your packing and shipping needs. Find them on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Saturday for your convenience. It's the UPS Store. Rolling out to the right side. Gobbled up there. Broderick and company are going to stop the run for the Eagles. Helmet's going to come off of the ball carrier. That was Malachi Wehrmeyer. His 13th carry of the season. He goes backwards on the play. And it brings up a third down. And a long 15 here for the Davies Eagles. Well, we talked about the big one tonight down in Bismarck with Century and Shanley. Shanley, the heavily favored team inside of North Dakota 3A football. That's a big one tonight for the Century Patriots to see if they can contend and hang. Deep pass down the far sideline. That ball was out just a bit overthrown. Excellent effort there. Nick Hasbargen was the one that was after it. But it brings up a fourth down as we take another look at it here. Faking to the right and then going to the left. Hasbargen had his man beat out in the secondary. Minot High with the coverage there from Talon Judd, but the ball just a bit over the head. Eagles are forced to punt. Luke Lorenz is the one that's going to be back at his own 45 to put the toe on it. He'll kick it up. It's going to go all the way back across the 20-yard line where it bounces out of play. Minot High will have their first offensive possession here in the ball game, coming up with a first down and 10 as the Magi come to the offense for the first time here tonight. Credit Davies on their first possession of the ball game. Two first downs for the Eagles. Here come the Magi. Luke Beater wears number 9 for the Magicians. He'll be under center here. They've got Broderick in the backfield along with Ruziska. Conklin and Kraft, the wideouts, out on each side. Handoff here to Tyson Ruziska. Shanks and bakes. He goes into the middle of the pack. And the bigs there for the Davies Eagles shut the door in a quick hurry. Bennett Gerlach, Andre Work, Riley Lang, and Peter Helvetka are the ones that are on the line here for the Eagles. They've got Wermeyer and Zach Lilly in the linebacker spots. Zach Lilly, the team leader in tackles with 38 on the season. Number 23 big in that linebacker role here for Davies. Minot High spreads it out again with 2 on the left side, 2 in the backfield. They go to Ruziska again, tries to find the seam. He's going to get some yards. After the initial tackle, Ruziska close to the first down marker. But it brings up a 3rd down and 1 now here for the Magi. Well, Tyson Ruziska, the season's been somebody to watch for. Inside of the state of North Dakota in 3A football. Touched on him in the pregame show. 6 touchdowns, leads the way for the Magi. 404 yards on the ground with another 121 through the air from Beater. Beater's going to have the keeper. He doesn't rush much. He's got the quarterback keeper there, and he's got a first down for the Magi. 14-7, Shanley on top of Century. A game of the second quarter, 6:47 to play in quarter number 2 down in Bismarck. Scott Woodmansey and Chuck Claremont have the call tonight down in Bismarck. Broderick on the carry that time for the Magi. Got out to the right side. He's going to pick up just about 5 on the play. Zach Lilly comes up with the stop, brings up a 2nd down at 4 here for the Magi. Nothing like Eric Schaefer before the ball game, the voice of the Magi, getting capacity crowd fired up and ready for this showdown here tonight. Congratulations to all those Hall of Famers that were inducted again into the Minot High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Broderick takes it here. Somehow he's going to barrel his way forward for a gain on the play. But Minot High is going to have a 3rd down situation coming. Minot High's offense, 851 yards per rushing on the season. That's 212 yards per game on the ground for the Magi. They've been big through the air as well with 558 yards of air time, 139 yards on average per game. Big play here early on in quarter number 1, scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Out to Ruziska, tries to hit the edge. Ruziska's going to try to reach out for the first down. Does he get it? The stop was made there. Is crashing in. That was Nick Hasbargen. Zach Lilly was in on it as well. Where's the spot of the football? That's the question. Right near the first down marker. It's going to be close. There will be a measurement on the field. Where is the ball marked? And will that change Chauncey Hendershot? 4th-year head coach at Minot High change his mind on what the next play will be here as Minot High's hemmed in their own territory. Also, the Hall of Fame. Minot High has not had a drive in the first, has not on the season, has not had a first drive that hasn't resulted in multiple first downs and a touchdown. The Magi have dominated on that aspect here this year. It's mere inches here for the Magi as Davies makes the stop. It's going to be a 4th down and a very short inch or 2. They're going to measure it again from where the ball is now. Let's see where that spot will be. That's about as close as it's going to get. Dean Wojcicki head coach of the Magi, on the flags here tonight. Look out, he just about took out the head referee. We'll get the official markers off the field. Minot High is going to look for the first down on a 4th down situation. Ball at the 42-yard line. Oh, the hard count for the Magi. The Eagles are going to hop off sides. Andre Work jumped on the play, and the Magicians are going to get the free first down. Well, that's something that Beater's been good on the season. See the 3 big dogs right in the front row there for the Davies Eagles. Leg was in on it, Helvetica as well. And Minot's got the free first down with the ball positioned now at the 47-yard line. Magi will spread it out. Conklin the near one on the bottom side of your screen. Kraft on the top side. In the backfield, Ruziska, as Beater will hand off here to Ruziska. He's going to cut and turn up over the 50. He's got a gain on the play. Stop was made by number 28. That's Reed Vining, for the Davies Eagles. 4-yard gain for Tyson Ruziska. Same offense here for the Magi as they spread it out on each side, working from the center of the field. Ruziska up the gut again. Door was slammed in a hurry there. Zach Lilly was in on the stop again for the Eagles. So was number 7, Malachi Wehrmeyer.
Along with Wehrmeyer.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6 here for the Magicians. It's always fun with the homecoming festivities here in the Magic City or any school across our great state. Adds that extra element. It's a day that most players in high school sports, in football especially, will not forget. Rolling out to his left side. This is Beater downfield, trying to go up to Conklin. Double coverage there. That ball was knocked on a play on the good coverage coming from Grant Chosick, the safety. Incomplete. Minot High faced with a 4th down situation now here at midfield. Well, the Magicians are going to be forced to punt as the Davies Eagles put up the brick wall here on this first drive for the Magi. Burke is the normal punter. But back to punt it away here tonight for the Magi was Urban. He sends it all the way down inside the 10. Excellent boot there for Minot High. It was recepted by Grant Chosick. And the Eagles come back out with a first down and 10 inside their own 10-yard line. Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by our friends at Jobbers Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. Find them online, jobberswarehouse.com. They're the brother company to Jobbers Moving and Storage. Roger Ward and Jobbers, excuse me. Jobbers and Roger Ward are brother companies. You got that, Woody? We got it straight? He gives me the head shake, yes. First down and 10, we know that for sure. Here for the Davies Eagles as they work in their own territory. Gage Brewer from the shotgun. Moving over was Wehrmeyer right behind the center down. It's going to be handed off, running up the middle again. Up to the 15-yard line, and another nice gain here for the Davies Eagles on that possession. Minot High hasn't seen the wing tee offense yet on the season. Davies having some success with it early on here in this ball game. 4:17 ticks down to the first quarter. Scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. From the left hash, Davies in their own territory. Second drive of the ball game. Breaking free up to the first down marker, and then some more on the carry. And a good one coming there, as Zach Lilly was the one that broke free and moved the chains here for Davies.
Tackle made by Michael George along with Tyson Ruziska.
Well, he finds the seam. Michael George, Ruziska, and Conklin all in on that tackle at the end of the play. Brings up another first down here for Davies. Third first down of the ball game. Handed off again over towards the left side. Minot's coverage was there, but there's going to be a gain of 2 on the play again here for Davies.
Tackle made by Fargo. Brings up second down.
Second down and 6 to go here for Davies. Team on the east side of the state currently sitting in third out of the 4 teams that play AAA football out on the east side of North Dakota. Shanley, Cheyenne, Davies, then West Fargo is where they stand in that order. Shanley unbeaten on the season. They are the king of the hill right now and have been since the Dakota Bowl a year ago. Timeout called on the field. The Eagles are going to talk things over. Wade Werbeyer wants to get a game plan here with a second down situation in their own territory. It's a Hub International Insurance timeout. Contact Josh Cattell or Michael Borman today at 355-3100. It's Hub International.
Ackerman Estvold is an experienced team of architects and civil engineers committed to achieving the best possible solution for every project. Over the past 20 years, our team has been trusted with jobs big and small throughout the state. From major flood protection projects to county roads, classroom walls, and community spaces. We will be your partner through the initial design to final construction. Trust the Ackerman Estvold team with your next project.
The lights are on a gloomy, wet night here tonight in the Magic City. We're scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Eagles with their second drive of the ball game. After a timeout was called. Back to pass, firing across the middle, open there. It's caught all the way up and dropping in at the 49-yard line. Malachi Wehrmeyer picks up a big-time first down. And Wehrmeyer has his 6th reception of the season. That was a good one. Eagles are on the move. That's their 4th first down here in the ball game. They spread it out on the left side and the right. In the wing T offense here for the Davies Eagles. Motion man back behind the quarterback again is Wehrmeyer. It's handed off up the middle. This is Lilly that carries forward. He's got another gain on the play. And Lilly continues to impress on both sides of the field. Broderick and Ruziska were in on the stop for the Magi. Brings up the second down. From the left hash, the Eagles work as time wears down under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Lilly again on the handoff. He's going to push his way near that first down marker. Then the Minot High defensive line comes up with the stop. Will be a third down situation here for the Eagles.
Tackled again by Broderick.
Broderick gets the credit on the stop. Third down and a short 2 to go here for the Eagles. On their second drive of the ball game from the left hash. Wing T offense in motion. Lilly again on the carry. He's going to be gobbled up, and Minot High's big man Jones, Bedell, Huber, and Arvid come up with the stop and a fourth down. Now comes up here for the Eagles. DJ Jones, the big man for the Magi. 5'8", 180-pounder. Playing on that defensive line. Again, named the homecoming king of Minot High School here this week. Can add another tackle to his resume here on the season. More motion, this time pass coming, play action. Oh, there's a sack. And the Magi's Jones comes up with another stop, and DJ Jones slams the door.
By Bedell and Jones.
Well, there's a big-time play right there for the Magicians. It brings their offense back out onto the field. See Jones come flying in. He had some help on that play as well. Our event was the one that initially got the hands on Brewer. And Minot High's offense comes back out with good field position here on their second drive of tonight's contest. Ruziska out to his left. He's going to cut free up over the 50-yard line down to the 48. And Tyson Ruziska is going to pick up on the play of about 4 on that dash out to the left side. Beater takes the play here for the Magicians. Well, there you see Tyson Ruziska at the end of the first quarter, walking back to the other side of the field. We're through one quarter of football. We've got ourselves a tied game. Just where we started. Scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Time for quarter number 2.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess, and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Well, we come back with a Kellenberg carry, and there's a player down for the Magi. One of the big men from the front line, Fred Spalding from Trinity Sports Medicine on hand. Well, we know we're in good hands when Fred is in attendance at all these games for Minot High School. He does a fantastic job as the athletic trainer here for the Magi. See Nick Beater and company taking a knee here, as that's going to draw the attention of Chauncey Hendershot. And here comes Fred Spalding back out, and he's got the big bag coming back onto the field. Oh, something you don't like to see. Hopefully we've got good news when we come back after the injury timeout, brought to you by Hub International.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go. Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Kramer Agency, we have the privilege of serving our community by helping businesses and individuals protect what matters most. That's why we're proud to be your locally owned independent insurance agency. As an independent insurance agency, we work with the industry's leading insurance companies and provide our clients a better experience and a better value. For auto, home, business, bonds, life, and health insurance, think the Kramer Agency. See us at our new location at 232 West Century.
Agency, your partner for life.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Well, good news as we come back. That's Joe Breestead. That doesn't look good for the Magi. Breestead over to the Minot High sideline. Hopefully he will be all right. Well, under center are the Magi as they set up with a third down situation here. They hand out Broderick. Oh, he couldn't go anywhere. As flying in, making the stop for the Davies Eagles was Malachi Wehrmeyer. He comes in and slams the door again. Wehrmeyer has been big in this contest. That brings up a fourth down situation. Well, you see Chauncey Hendershot on your screen. Forced to punt the football away are the Magi. Urban back to punt it. Oh, he towers one back again inside the 15-yard line. That ball's going to take about a high roll over to the far sideline. And the Magi are going to have the Eagles back in as Davies will come back out with another offensive drive. This will be their third drive of the ball game. Neither team on the board yet. Scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. In this East vs. West showdown here tonight on the PSP Network. Thanks again for joining us here tonight from Duane Carlson Stadium. Once again, Nick Holberg on the call. Eagles work on their first down. This one passed out to the right side, into the hands and then out. The coverage was there in the secondary from Junt. That ball was intended and up in the air as it was tossed out to Daniel York. Incomplete on the play. Second down coming here now for the Eagles. Time ticks down in this first half of football. Under 11 minutes to play in our second quarter. Eagles back in their own territory, working from the right hash as they spread it out with two wide receivers, one on the left, one on the right. And there's flags on the play.
Flag on the play.
We'll wait for the call coming from the gentleman in the white hat. It's all the offense. 5-yard penalty brings up a second down and 15. Well, the Eagles have been money so far in this ball game here tonight with their offensive drives. They've done more against the Magi here tonight than anybody else we've seen on the season in Minot High broadcast this year. That one out across the middle, intended there for Wehrmeyer. It's going to fall incomplete. And just like that, it's a third down. And the third down situation brings the Eagles play call in for something big here as they have 15 to go on the third down situation. From the shotgun again, wideouts on each side. A pair of them on the left and a pair on the right. From the shotgun working here is Brewer. He's going to fall back to pass. Oh, that ball's batted down. And Minot High comes in with a big stop there. And the Magi are going to force the fourth down situation here for the Eagles.
Brings up fourth down.
Fourth down. Forced to punt this one away are the Eagles waiting out at midfield. Ruziska's going to be the one make that Burke the one that's going to wait back for it. There's going to be some good field position coming here for the Magi as well now. Towered out of bounds. The officials are going to come together and have a conversation as well. Legal formation on the offense. That penalty is declined. That's Mike Anderson.
It'll be first and 10 for the Magicians.
The head referee here tonight. Well, the Magi get some field position here that is certainly favorable. They're inside the 25-yard line, approaching the Serve Pro red zone here with a first down as Minot High comes back to the offense. This is their third offensive drive of the ball game. 2 first downs in the contest. They're going to look to strike here. 10-15 ticking down in the first half of football. Beater puts Kraft into motion. Fakes the handoff. Goes to Ruziska. Finds a seam. Breaks free. He's going to dance into the end zone. Touchdown, Magi. Tyson Ruziska to the house for the 7th time this year. Well, when he found the seam, he just hit it. The blocking up the middle for the Magicians. That hole opened up, and you got to give some big-time credit there to Fulton. He opened the door, then Ruziska just blasted right on by into the end zone for the touchdown. And Minot leads 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That kick was up. It was good from Burke. And the Magi find themselves up 7-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard as Tyson Ruziska does it again, 7th time this year.
Honestly, it just, the shots came to me. Derek and Eric especially had some great drives, which led to some great kicks. Shout out to them. It feels good.
For you to come out here from a defensive effort against Eagle staff, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
That line, good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
Yes, and now Ruziska into the end zone gives Minot High their first lead and the first score of tonight's ball game as that ball sent all the way down to the 1-yard line, and then it went out of play. Will be a penalty on the Magi as it didn't get into the end zone. So field position will be at the 30 here for the Eagles. And they come back on offense as they go to work, trailing for the first time in this showdown here tonight. Eagles come back out of the offense. Setting up here on the drive. They went 4 and out to their last drive of the ball game. John Clock, the other official here tonight. A legal formation coming here, I believe, on the Davies Eagles. We'll get the call for Mike Anderson. Or is there too many players on the field? Inadvertent flag is the call, so the Davies Eagles not penalized. Davies working from their own territory. Ball marked at the 35-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And on the carry here for the Eagles, it's Wehrmeyer again. He continues to impress as he's got more yardage on the play. Picks up 5. And a second down and 5 coming now at midfield. From the right hash, the Eagles going to work here on the offense again. Under 10 to play here in the first half of football. Working from the shotgun now is Brewer. He's got one on the backfield. Trips on the right, one on the left. Back to pass. Oh, big time sack coming there. In hot pursuit.
Brewer sacked in the backfield by Michael George.
Give Michael George the credit as he comes flying in and puts the quarterback to the ground. That was Brewer. They got to meet Michael George in a quick hurry. As Minot brought the heat. Oh, yeah, George went to the outside. The junior linebacker. Unprotected was the quarterback, and it brings up a third down. A big-time loss on the play of 7. And now a 3rd and 12. Rolling out of the pocket. On the move, trying to get to that first down marker. Hitting the edge. Brewer's going to take it out of bounds on the far sideline. And it's going to bring up another 4th down here for Davies. Well, we talked about it in the pregame show here tonight, the Minot High's defense and what they've been able to do on the season. I've had more questions in the past 2 weeks on is Minot High's defense really that legit? The answer has been yes up until this point. Davies has found a way here tonight to move the football quite considerably more than anybody else so far on the year. But the defense coming up with some big-time stops, some big-time highlight plays in this showdown as well here tonight. Davies on the 4th down. They're going to go for it from their own territory. And again, another penalty flag on the play coming here. Mike Anderson will have the call. You saw the reaction of the Minot High secondary group. That play clock around to 0. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and now 4th down and 11, I do believe, coming here for the Davies Eagles. They're going to be forced to punt. This ball's going to tower up. Burke's going to be back to receive at his own 30. Burke's going to try to get to the sideline on the far side of the field. Now there's going to be an additional flag coming on the play. Fisher was the one that made the play. May have a horse collar coming here. Well, you see Burke shake and bake. Well, let's listen to Mike Anderson on the call. There's a face mask on the play. Well, Minot High is going to get some field position again that's favorable, that has them at the 42-yard line. They set up with a 7-0 lead as the first half starts to wind down. 8:39 to play here in our opening half. Conklin, the motion man, faked the handoff to him, goes to Ruziska. He's going to cut free up the middle. Ruziska's got another gain on the play. Call it 8 on the play for Tyson Ruziska as he goes up the middle. And the Magi are on the move again after their last drive resulted in a touchdown. 4th drive of the ball game here for Minot High School as they work from the left hash right at the 48-yard line. Handed off to Beater. Beater rolls out, finds his open receiver. This is Kraft on the near sideline. Sorry, it's not. It's 24 rather. Make that foul instead. Yeah, it is foul that takes that pass. Heston foul number 84 on the reception. And a first down for the Magi. Moves them across midfield up to the 34-yard line of the Davies Eagles. 7:45 ticking down now as Beater sets up on the right hash in front of his Minot High sideline. Fake the handoff to Conklin. No, it was Conklin that got it. Conklin's gobbled up in a hurry. Guess who? Whereby Lilly again on it. That's a loss on the play for the Magicians.
Tackle in the backfield by Lilly. Brings up second and 15.
Second and 15 now for the Magi as they look to break their huddle here and get the game plan moving from the left to the right here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Not the coldest night by any means. This is Beater that threw that one out to Kraft. Minot High fans wanted a flag on the play, so did Kraft. He's not going to get it. It's just an incomplete pass. And it brings up a third down here for the Magi with 15 to go at the 39-yard line. Yeah, Kraft looking for Mike Anderson immediately after that play. Coverage was there in the secondary. Magi forced with a third down after the loss on the play from Conklin on the handoff on the second down. Beater gets it again, goes to Ruziska. Ruziska cuts to the middle, finds the seam. He's going to bust free up to the 33-yard line. Back over the original line of scrimmage, and it brings up a fourth down. Minot High in four-down territory here.
Brings up fourth down and 7.
Well, you look at what the Magicians have been able to do on the season and how they've fared compared to the other teams in the West region. Minot High leading the statistical categories for team offense, for rushing and passing yards, total yards, leading the statistical categories for the least amount of points and yardage given up as well of all the teams inside of the WDA between St. Mary's, Bismarck, Century, Mandan, Legacy, and Williston. See what they're made of here tonight, but there's going to be a timeout coming here for the Magi. I believe Chauncey Hendershot wants to talk things over. He does. Well, the Magi bench boss will talk it over on a Hub International Insurance timeout. Call 355-3100. You can talk to Josh Cattell or Michael Mormon today for all your business and personal insurance needs. Hub International. Minot High with a fourth down when we come back and a 7-point lead.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. Specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages, it's Prestwich Orthodontics. Oh, look at this play as they're going to go back out to Ruziska on the little screen. Ruziska's going to pick up the first down and then some as Beater faked the handoff to him. And screen is the call. Ruziska on the first down. See him break into the ServPro red zone. ServPro with 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians. ServPro serving Western North Dakota. Minot High setting up now in the ServPro red zone as they put a man in motion. That's Kraft, and Kraft's going to be gobbled up. And again, the blitz was there, and hello, Grant Chosick on the stop along with Wehrmeyer. Make that Lilly rather instead of Chosick, 23-13. Well, if you're not impressed with Wehrmeyer and Lilly here in this ball game, we're watching two different things. Those two have been real good on the both sides of the football here tonight for the Davies Eagles. Impressive to say the least. Beater's going to work from the shotgun as we're under 5 to play here in the opening half of football. Falling back to pass. Beater sends it out. Broderick. Oh, he's tattooed on the play as Broderick got it. And then into him with Zach Lilly, and Lilly just ran into a freight train. He's still on the ground. Hopefully he's all right as his bell was rung after Broderick caught the screen pass and then boom with the dynamite. Oof. A hard hit there, to say the least, for both of those players. Lilly took the worst of that one. Well, he's up as expected, a tough kid. Zach Lilly, the senior linebacker. He's going to take a moment here to go back over to the Davies sideline. He'll take just a moment. Broderick, a big kid from Minot High School, and he runs with force. There's no question about that. A downhill runner for sure. Credit Zach Lilly causing a loss on the play for the Magi. That ball's going to be picked off, went into the hands and then out. Here come the Eagles back as that ball was intercepted. Into the hands it went and then out, and it will be Davies. Defensive INT coming here. They come back to the offense.
They will make the tackle. It will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 26-yard line.
From their own 26-yard line, they go to work here with 4:23 to play here at half number 1. There's a wideout on the left side, one on the right side. That ball's going to go to the ground. It's snapped low. Minot High's George right there on top of that play. Also in on the play was Bedell for Minot High as the stop is made.
Tackle Brewer in the backfield.
Brings up a second down.
2nd and 14.
Another loss on the play here for the Eagles on this, their 5th drive of the ball game. On the keeper again, that pass is going to be caught to the flat all the way to the near sideline and off ahead with the catch and the yards after the catch. Guess who back into the ball game? Well, that was Grant Chosick rather, and Chosick will now have a 3rd down here for his Davies Eagles after the yardage that was gained. 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 3.
They get a 3rd down and 3. My apologies. From the left hash, the Eagles on the move late in our first half of football. Falling back to pass, downfield it comes, far sideline. Oh, look at that hit over on the far side. The coverage was there. It's going to fall incomplete.
Falls incomplete. Anthony Brown with the coverage.
Maddox Maloney was the one that pass was intended for.
Brings up 4th down and 3.
The coverage was there, and Anthony Brown made him pay the price. Brings up a 4th down. 4th and short, fumble, that ball's free, it's on the ground, who's got it? Magi say that they do. Do they? Waiting for the official call. A fumble, Aravent's gonna pick it up, and the Magi back to the offense.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Magicians. Aravent with the recovery.
Well, Aravent's got the fumble recovery. That was after Beater had an interception on the last drive that went in and out of the hands of a receiver. Minot's got the ball back with under 3 to play here in the first half. Beater goes to work from the shotgun. Hands off Ruziska. He's going to bust over to his left. Cuts back to the right. Ruziska with a gain of 5 on the play. And Ruziska continuing to impress here for the Magicians. Carries it forward. We've got ourselves a 2nd down. Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network brought to you by our friends at Jersey Mike Subs. Make sure to vote for This week's Jersey Mike's Subs Player of the Week on the PSP Network. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Find them on North Broadway in the Magic City. Up to the ball come the Magi as they spread it out with two on the right side, working from the left hash. Beater from the shotgun. On the second down, they go to Broderick. He's got a hole. Broderick makes a move. Now another. He's going to be close to that first down marker as he was up over the 30-yard line.
Broderick on the carry.
And Broderick with another nice run here.
That's another Magi. First down.
First down for the Magi after the stop was made by the Davies Eagles. Colton Tesh. Talk about stepping into the direct line of a Brahma Bull there. He does. He makes the stop. The Magi spread it out again. Conklin over on the left. Kraft on the right. Conklin the motion man. They fake the handoff. Beater's back to pass. Rolling out. Beater looking, firing. Throws that one up the sideline. Incomplete as Beater scrambled out of the pocket. And made a nice play there with 82 seconds remaining in our first half. Well, you could tweet at us at Network PSP here tonight. You can vote for player of the game. Questions, comments, concerns, you name it. PSP Network. At Network PSP. Well, we'll take a live look in coming up in just a second. Shanley just fumbled deep in their own territory. Meanwhile, in this ball game, here's Broderick. He's going to break free. Broderick down to the end zone. Hits Pater. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Magicians.
Broderick into the end zone again. And Griffin Broderick has 4 now on the season for the Magi. Beater pitches it off to him. Aravid had a lead block. The door opened wide open, and Broderick just took it to the house. And the Magi tack on the extra point. 14-0 Magicians on top here on the PSP Network and the BNC Bank scoreboard. A minute 15 to play in the first half as Broderick strikes again for the Magi.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Well, we come back to a live look in brought to you by Planet Pizza. 2014, Shanley on top of Century. Minot High boots that ball away. The Eagles will get it back here for another drive to end our first half of football. Well, that'd be a big-time upset down in Bismarck tonight if Century could find a way to stump Shanley on a rainy homecoming night for the Century Patriots. That game in the third quarter, 10-22, ticking down as you see on your screen there. Again, not Todd Domry, Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Claremont have the call of that showdown. Eagles from the line of scrimmage, there's a flag on the play.
Bedell with the tackle.
Landon Bedell had the stop. Mike Anderson will have the call coming here. Here's the call for Mike Anderson.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Holding on the offense. It doesn't get any easier here for Davies. They've got themselves a 10-yard penalty and they're head back deep in their own territory. parked at their own 10-yard line. While they spread it out with 3 on the left side, 2 on the right. They get 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 1 on the backfield. Mike Anderson's got a question here for the Minot High sideline, it seems. Chauncey Hendershot's going to come over, give the directions back to Mike Anderson. And we're set. Time wears down on the keeper. Head forward, DJ Jones again, shutting the door for the Magi. Under a minute to play here in the first half of football.
Jones makes the tackle. Brings up second down. Timeout. Minot High.
Well, the Magi call a timeout. Down to the tail end of half number 1. Magicians on top, 14-0.
Estfold is an experienced team of architects and civil engineers committed to achieving the best possible solution for every project. Over the past 20 years, our team has been trusted with jobs big and small throughout the state, from major flood protection projects to county roads, classroom walls, and community spaces. We will be your partner through the initial design to final construction. Trust the Ackerman Estfold team with your next project.
Tail end of our first half here. Minot High up by 2 scores. Davies has the ball. 50 seconds left here in the opening half. That ball run right up the gut. It's on the ground again. Looks like Minot High saying they've got the football. Do they?
Rolling on the carry. George with the tackle.
Now they're going to say that it was fumbled. Minot High is going to get the ball back.
First and 10 for the Magicians at the 20-yard line.
Well, we want you to get here. It was handed off. The ball was stripped. Ruziska was there as well, trying to get a number on the one that actually is going to get credit with forcing that fumble. Regardless, Minot High gets it back, and they are at the Serve Pro red zone. Knock, knock, knocking on the door, looking to go up by 3 scores here. Ruziska on the handoff. There's a flag on the play. He cuts free, tries to hit the edge on the outside. Touchdown, Magi. Flags on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
It's going to be a holding on the offense. That play will come back. Plenty of laundry on the play from the back judge as well. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty on Minot High. That takes him back to the 30-yard line. And that will bring up a first down and 20 here. On the keeper here for Beater. He's going to run over to the right side. Beater runs out of options there. He's going to be hauled down on the play. On the stop again here for the Davies Eagles, and coming up with another one is Grant Chosick. From the safety position, Chosick makes the play. Well, the Magi with 17 seconds left in the first half. Go back on to Ruziska. Gets into some open space, then he runs out of real estate. Now he's going to break free. Somehow he's off to the races. Ruziska down inside the 5-yard line. What a play there.
There's a flag on the play.
Another flag here on the Magi coming. Well, that's 2 big-time runs for Ruziska that I believe are getting called back here. Wow, he's crafty with the agility to get out into open space. It is a holding. It's going to be a second down here with 6 seconds remaining. Minot High is going to look to take a shot to the end zone. Expect to see Conklin and Kraft possibly seeing some action here. Pass play coming here for Minot High. You would have to expect with 6 seconds that we're on the clock. Clock is now expired. Davies is going to head to the locker room.
And that takes us to halftime.
Brings us to halftime for the Magi. Not sure what happened there as Minot High missed the opportunity at the end of the first half. Well, we're through one half of football on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The Magi have themselves a 14-0 lead over the Davies Eagles. Plenty to talk about coming up at our half. We'll go through the Minot High Hall of Fame inductees coming up in just a moment. The first half stats and a look around the state here tonight as well. 2 quarters complete. Number 2 ranked Minot High leads number 5 ranked Davies 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, we've reached halftime here tonight. Minot High leading by a score of 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We're going to send it over to the in-game PA and Eric Schaefer as he introduces the Minot High Band and their homecoming performance here tonight at Duane Carlson Stadium.
Originally created for the Florida State University Marching Band. Survivor was originally recorded by Destiny's Child in 2001 and has held its popularity over the years. Please give a warm welcome to the Minot High Marching Magicians. Now let's meet the 2023 Minot High School homecoming court. First we have Emerson Perrin being escorted by Ethan Armstrong. Emerson is the daughter of Kelly and Holly Perrin. Ethan is the son of Danny and Becky Armstrong. Next we have Macy Barber, escorted by Kite Allery. Macy is the daughter of Shane and Michelle Barber. Kite is the son of Bill Standish and Bobby Laddergrass. Addison Gittes is escorted by Tyson Ruziska. Addison is the daughter of Miles and Shalon Gittes. Tyson is the son of Scott and Rebecca Ruziska. Macy Burt is escorted by Matthew Bowen. Macy is the daughter of Burt and Kenya Burt. Matthew is the son of Ryan and Kirsten Bowen. Jillian Ackerman is escorted by Logan Conklin. Jillian is the daughter of Jeremy and Heather Ackerman. Logan is the son of Ryan and Marcy Conklin. Bria Lewis is escorted by Lucas Beater. Bria is the daughter of Sean and Lorena Lewis. Lucas is the son of Kevin and Renee Beater. Next we have Presley Bennett and Carson Shipman. Presley is the daughter of Jason and Terry Bennett. Carson is the son of Sean and Natasha Shipman. And finally, your queen and king, Isabella Roll and Jarius Jones. Isabella is the daughter of Randy Five and Alexandra Roll. Jarius is the son of Gary Jones and Anna Winters Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 homecoming court and king and queen. Now let's hear more from the Marching Magicians. and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Minot Magicians.
Well, a job well done for all involved here tonight. With the Minot High Marching Magicians and the Minot High cheer team, fantastic work here on homecoming night. Well, we've got more to talk about when we come back to our halftime reports. AAA football tonight, Minot High at number 2 of the state leads number 5 Davies 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
$14-0 at the break. Welcome into our halftime report. Appreciate each and every one of you for joining us here tonight. If there's ever a time that we get the opportunity to showcase the arts at the high schools, we certainly take that opportunity to do so. That's why you saw the Minot High band and the Minot High cheerleaders at our halftime here tonight.
Davies to kick off to start the second
Davies is going to have the kickoff to start the second half. Let's get our second half underway here on the PSP Network. Here's your game reset. Minot High scored the only 2 touchdowns so far of the ball game. The first one came with 10-10 remaining in the second quarter. It was Ruziska from 25 yards out. Burke added in the extra point. That made it a score of 7-0. Then with 1:15 left in our first half, 30-yard run from Broderick. Made it 13-0. The point after was good. And Minot High leads 14-0 at the break. It's time for our second half. We are underway for football. Minot High's in maroon. Davies is in white. Here's our run back. There's going to be a flag on the play after getting on his horse. Picking it up deep inside his own territory. It was Aaron Prestwich that danced his way out to just about 30-yard line. We'll wait and see where this call lies here on the playing surface. Second half of football brought to you in part by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. Find them online, northern-plains.com. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. We also want to thank our friends at Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Here's the call. Illegal block in the back, I believe, is the call here on the Magi. It's going to put them all the way half the distance to their own goal. Roger Ward Moving and Storage brings you the ball game tonight as well. They've been proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online, roger-ward.com. That pass out to Conklin, incomplete. That's going to bring up a second down here for the Magi.
Peter's pass intended for Conklin, broken up by Cossack.
Player down on the field here for the Davies Eagles. I believe the player down is number 28. It is. That's Reed Vinning. He's going to come at least up to his backside. Well, we have this opportunity. Let's take a live look in to the matchup in Bismarck. We'll do that in just a moment. They're at a commercial break, so we won't get that opportunity. We will tell you that it is quite a football game down there in Bismarck tonight, 28-21. It's back and forth. Shanley's got the lead back. Century led just a few moments ago. Beater on the handoff. Winter Ruziska. Oh, he's pinned at his own 5-yard line. Wermeyer was there, and he slammed the door in a hurry on Tyson Ruziska.
Wermeyer with the tackle.
Brings up a third down, loss on the play for the Magi of 2. So it's a 3rd and 12 here for Minot High. As the lights are on here in full force at Duane Carlson Stadium. Big thanks again tonight to Andrew Woodbeck running our camera. We were talking at our intermission tonight that the rain just never came, did it? We've been waiting for it all night long. It just hasn't been here. Back to pass, Beater from his own end zone across the middle. That pass is caught, complete. Kraft is forward. Big time first down, and then some more for Caden Kraft. All the way up to the 25-yard line. And credit Beater with the patience to rush out of the pocket. He had some fire breathers on him, and Kraft was the one that caught that pass at the 20, got to the 25. As that stop was made from the Davies defender, number 18, making the play. That's Maddox Maloney. But Minot High gathers the first down, and they go to work here on the offense. And the right hash of the field at their own 25-yard line. Conklin, the motion man. He'll get the football. Conklin's going to bust freeze over the 30. Conklin ahead up to the 35. Flag on the play after Conklin had a gain of just about 8. There will be a holding on the Magi.
Tackled by Riley Lamb. There's a flag in the play.
Here's that Plata Pizza live look in. Well, it's a little bit more than we last saw. 36-21, Shanley on top of Century. Back-to-back touchdowns for the Deacons. Again, that game on the PSP network tonight. You can watch it. Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey have the call. Live from Bismarck. Century's in the blues. Shanley's in the whites. Shanley, the top team in North Dakota, according to the media. They won the state title last year over Century. They've been tough again this year. Oh, Ruziska went backwards. That he was gobbled up on the play. Give some big-time credit there to Gus Wermeyer. He came in and got arms around him.
Tackle made by Lilly.
They're going to say Zach Lilly was in on the tackle as well.
2nd down and 20.
2nd and 20 here for the Magicians. Well, we promised we'd tell you about all the men and women that were inducted into the Minot High Athletic Hall of Fame here tonight. We'll go through that in the second half. Beater, Big Bob down the field. Kraft, that's complete all the way up to the 47-yard line. And Caden Kraft's got another big one. Beater finds Kraft. The Magi move the chains. from inside his own 10-yard line all the way up to the 45. And Caden Kraft with coverage right on top of him made the play. Wasn't an easy play there as Colton Tesh was the one that had the coverage. Rosiska dancing right down Broadway, and he's going to run into big Riley Lang, the junior nose guard. Lang will pull him down. It's a gain of 1 on the play, and it's a second down and 9 coming here for the Magicians. Bruce Anderson was inducted into the Minot High Hall of Fame. 1977, Bruce came to Minot High School, and for the next 30 years, he led the MHS girls basketball program to 7 WDA conference regular season titles, 8 conference tournament titles, 2 state second place finishes, and the 1978 girls championship. Bruce Anderson into the Hall of Fame. That ball tossed downfield. It's caught here into the end zone for the touchdown. Heston foul. His first TD of the season of the Magi. And 6 more. Wallbeater falls back to pass, getting in the rhythm of passing here. Fires it out across the middle. Heston Fowles got it at the 20. He dances his way on in. And the Magicians lead 20-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Snap is back. It was down, up, no good. Not very often do you see Burke miss the point after. Minot's got the cushion. However, they lead 20-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Heston foul into the end zone for the Magi.
Davies 0.
Ackerman-Estfold is an experienced team of architects and civil engineers committed to achieving the best possible solution for every project. Over the past 20 years, our team has been trusted with jobs big and small throughout the state, from major flood protection projects to county roads, classroom walls, and community spaces. We will be your partner through the initial design to final construction. Trust the Ackerman-Estfold team with your next project.
This ball's booted back here to the Davies Eagles. Stop is made again by the Magi. And their special teams coverage coming up after Chosick gathered it up. The Magicians make the stop inside of the 15-yard line here for the Eagles. I'm sorry, it's not. It's at the 16. Davies will come back to the offense. If you're just joining us here tonight, Minot scored twice in the second quarter. Rosiska from 25 yards out, Broderick from 30 yards out. They score again on a 52-yard pass. Minot's got coverage. They bring the heat from the keeper, and wrangled up is the quarterback, Gage Brewer, who goes down to the ground after the Minot High swarm of defensive linemen were on top of him. DJ Jones. Minot High at 4-0 overall. They're 4-0 inside of the WDA. They're unbeaten at home and on the road. 2 games away, 2 games at home. Only surrendered 12 points on the season. Still haven't been scored out of the first half. Here's a pitch to the outside. Nice carry there. Some yards on that gain coming for number 23, Zach Lilly. Close to a first down. It's going to be a 3rd down and 1. Former Minot High hockey coach Gary Sampson also inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame. In 1991, Gary took over the varsity program. And from 91 to 2005, he compiled a 223 and 126 and 10 record. 5 WDA conference regular season titles, 4 WDA tournament championships, 2nd place in the state tournament, and the first ever state hockey championship for any team in the West region back in 1991, 92 of that season. Good choice there. Congratulations, Gary Sampson. Bob Holman also inducted Bob had 7 varsity letters while at Minot High. He was a 3-time letter winner in football. He was all conference in 1978, 3-time letter winner in basketball as well, 2-time letter winner in track and field. Long coaching career, 20 years at Minot High as well. He and his brother Barry Holman. Congratulations to Bob Holman into the Athletic Hall of Fame.
We have the privilege.
Minot High had the 3,200 meter relay boys championship team. Joe Carlson, Ken Clark, Robbie Buchholz, and John Bogner were all inducted. Congratulations to that 1981 3,200 meter relay team. Davies here with a 2nd down and 8. Up the middle again, Minot High's defense swarming. And the stop was made as the carry up the middle had some yards for a gain. On the carry coming once again for Grant Chosick. Brian Miller inducted into the Hall of Fame. 2003 graduate, 3 sport letter winner and star at Minot High. He had 9 varsity letters at Minot High School. Brian received 4 letters for swimming, 3 for cross country, and 2 for track and field. As a swimmer, he was a member of both the WDA and state championship teams. There's going to be motion on this play. Flag is drawn. We'll see who jumped first. Part of the state championship teams in 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. Senior Athlete of the Year back in 2003. He was also voted the hardest worker and team captain of the swim team. The call's on the Magi. 2003, Brian was both the WDA and state champion in the 200 free and 500 free. Member of the state champion 400 relay in both 2002 and 2003. Another flag on the play as there's a loss on that carry. The cross country was named the all-conference and all-state in both 01 and 02. Voted the Senior Athlete of the Year in 2002. Member of the 2002 state track and field championship team, placing in the top 3. His team captain in 2003 as well. Congratulations. Brian Miller, a friend of mine. That's my era. So was Matt Whitwer, 2003. Whitwer was a 6-time letter winner at Minot High. Another dead ball foul here at Minot High. 5-yard penalty again. 1st down again for the Davies Eagles. It's 10 free yards for them. They're up to the 43-yard line. Well, they go to work on the offense. They spread it out here with 1 on each side in that wing T formation. There's going to be a flag on the play coming here as jumping off sides, Michael George.
Flag on the play.
Well, Chauncey Hendershot certainly not happy about 3 straight penalties here on his Magi. Well, you have the halftime festivities. Big group of that team involved in the homecoming festivities, being on that homecoming court. Here's the Eagles. Another flag on the play. They're going to bust free. Is that Chosick that's going to carry it up? No, it's actually 7 Wehrmeyer on the carry.
The ball with the tackle. There's a flag on the play.
This time it's false start on the offense. They're going to go back 5. Back to Matt Whitwer, 6-time letter winner at Minot High. Lettered 2 times in baseball. Team that went on to play in the state tournament both his junior and senior year. He was a first baseman. Second in both batting average and RBIs his junior and senior years. Where he really shined was in basketball. All-time leading scorer at Minot High until Derek Descent overtook him last season. 4-time letter winner. 99-2000 year to 2002-2003. Started as a 9th grader. Averaged 7 points as a 9th grader and went on to accumulate 1,356 points for the Magi. Record that stood for 20 years until last year. 143 three-pointers and 44 He had a 44-point game as well. Those were records at Minot High that stood for many years. Well, we exchanged penalties back and forth. 15 free yards for the Davies Eagles. Then they march back 10 yards. 4:46 to play here in this third quarter. They trail by 20. Brecka Walland also inducted, by the way, a 2011 graduate, 6-year letter winner in both cross country and track for a total of 12 letters from 7th grade to her senior year in cross country and track. That's pretty impressive. Davies tries to run it up the middle again on the second down. There was no real estate there. Brewer on the keeper.
Tackle made by Broderick.
Congratulations once again to each and every one of those athletes and coaches inducted into the Minot High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Now, Wall of Fame at Minot High continuing to grow. Quite a ceremony before the contest here tonight. You can watch that replay back live. It's at the start of this broadcast here this evening. The pitch comes back out to the right side. Minot High's defense swarming again. Jones was in on the stop, so was Landon Bedell, as that ball was pitched to the outside. It's going to bring up a third down at 17 here for Davies. Well, the way the Davies came out in the start of this ball game with their first downs marching down the field, looked like Minot High might have some trouble here this evening. There's been some ebbs and flows to this game, that's without question. Back to pass, deep bomb coming down to the near sideline. Oh, it goes up into the hands of Junt and then incomplete on the coverage. Junt went up after it. The intended target there was number 2. That's Daniel York. Brings up a fourth down as the Eagles took a shot.
Brings up fourth down. Burke, deep return for the Magicians.
Burke's going to go back to return here for the Magi. He'll await at the 20-yard line. Eagles forced to punt at midfield. Almost blocked. That ball's going to come down. Comes to Burke. In a swarm of people, Burke's going to break free. He's up over the 40-yard line. Burke's got just about 12 on the return back for the Magicians as their offense comes back out. Led by Luke Beater here tonight, that's got a touchdown through the air. The other touchdowns tonight come from 2 runs, one from Broderick, one from Tyson Ruziska. Can the Magi add some more points here? Well, an update from Bismarck Century. It's gotten worse for the Patriots. It's now 42-28. Century on the losing end of that matchup with Shanley. Century had the lead. And then 3 straight scores for the Shanley Deacons. Ruziska gobbled up on the play. Not a whole lot of space for him to get out as the jersey was grabbed by Gerlach. And Gerlach hauled him down. Make that Jadrian Small. Brings up a second down. This will be 12 for the Magi that will get them a first down. This game tonight brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free virtual consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Find us online, monetbraces.com. Beater from the shotgun. Beater's going to fall back to pass. Out across the middle. Oh, it's into the hands again of Kraft. And Kraft, the hot target here tonight. He picks up the first down. Well, Beater's got a couple targets. One in Conklin, one in Kraft. The blitz was on its way. Coverage was there. And Kraft snakes that one out of the air after he was hounded on that play by Liam Wicklow. The junior corner was on him, but Kraft made the play. First down and 10 from the Magi here from the left hash. 45-yard line, handoff right up the middle. Handoff right up the middle, that is. Tackled by the big defensive line here for the Eagles.
Tackle made by Havelka and Wirtz.
It's Pete Havelka, the defensive end, that gets credit with the stop. 2:17 ticks down here in quarter number 3. 20-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC Bank. Locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today, bnc.bank. Beater fires out again. He's got Kraft. There's another flag on the play.
Beater's pass to play to Kraft.
Will it be a holding coming here on the Magi?
There's a flag on the play.
Well, you saw the coverage on the right side of your screen there from the Magicians. And getting dinged on it is Hayden Swiddle, I do believe. That's an illegal shift, rather. Brings up a third down here on the Magi. No Phil Shurik with us tonight, but don't worry. Phil still a part of the PSP network, a prior obligation. Had Phil elsewhere tonight. Sure he's watching from online here this evening. Magi set up here with a third down and 12. Ball at midfield. Jadrian Small on the carry. He gets up over the initial line of scrimmage.
Small on the carry.
It's going to be a 4th down and 9 coming here for the Magi. 30 seconds ticks down here in quarter number 3. Play clock at 27. Both Davies and Minot High with all their timeouts remaining. You see Luke Beater and Chauncey Hendershot and company on the Minot High sideline. Minot High is going to let this third quarter come to an end. They lead by a score of 20-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Fourth quarter comes up next.
To your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Final 12 minutes of this ball game here tonight between Minot and Davies. The Magi ranked number 2 in the state. Davies ranked number 5. On the offensive side, it's been all Minot High here tonight. This one's going to be booted back. Takes the Minot High bounce inside the 10. That ball's going to roll all the way down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line, where it's gathered up and touched by Henderson. And it's a 1st and 10 here for the Eagles. They're parked deep inside their own territory. Well, Davies looking for a score here against this stingy Minot High defense. Minot High's defense has only given up 656 yards total on the season. It's an average of 164 per night against their opponents. Got to keep in mind for the Magi, too, that comes in blowout matchups where the second team has come in on many of those occasions. They have been tough to beat. Taking the snap from his own goal line. There won't be a gain on the play on the quarterback keeper.
Brewer with the carry.
Brewer went forward with it. He will gain about a half a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. With more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Back to pass. This ball tossed out here for Brewer. Downfield over to the Minot High sideline and incomplete. Brewer taking a shot. The coverage was there.
Anthony Brown with the coverage.
Minot High had Conklin back along with Anthony Brown. Two in the backfield that are tough to compete with for Minot High. Ruziska playing that safety position as well. Talon Junt, plenty of speed back there in the corner also. Brings up a 3rd down and 9 now for Davies. The keeper up the middle. There's going to be a gain on the play, but it's still going to be a 4th down situation coming here. And the Eagles will be forced to punt. Ball Minot High will send Burke back to the 45-yard line to await the punt here.
Brings up 4th down.
He's been a special team specialist here on the season. Not punting here tonight, but back on the return game for the Magi. This ball is going to be towered up. That punt's going to drop at the 35. Takes a Minot High bounce back the other direction. It's going to go all the way inside the 33-yard line as it was towered on down by Luke Lorenz in the Magi with good field position coming here again with 10-14 to tick down here in quarter number 4. Stick around tonight for our planning team financial advisors at Schatz Crossroads postgame show. We'll have our jobbers moving and storage, move of the game. We'll also have our Sport Clips MVP here tonight. That all happens in the planning team financial at Schatz Crossroads postgame show. 1st down and 10 for the Magicians. They go to work with a 20-0 lead on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Beater firing again. He's going to take it down the sideline. Goes up for Conklin. He's got it. Reaches out. Touchdown, Magi. Oh, what a play that was from Logan Conklin. Kraft has been the target that they've gone to here tonight, but Beater goes to Conklin, and Conklin with the long reach gets into the end zone for the 6th time this season. What a play that was. Look at the athleticism from Conklin. He towers up after it. The call there on the field immediately as Conklin is into the end zone for the touchdown. Dan York had the coverage on top of him. Timeout, Minot High. John C. Hendershot wants to talk things over before the point after coming here. Well, when you talk about Logan Conklin, one word comes to mind, and that's athlete.
About personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
26-0 Magi are on top. Before the point after coming, Minot High calls a timeout, and they look now for a 2-point conversion after the last missed field goal. Broderick's got it here. He's going to dance. Oh, he's taken out at the knees. He's not going to get in for the 2-pointer as that stop was made from
2-point conversion is no
the Davie Eagle number 15 on the stop. Nick Hasbarger comes up with the play. 26-0, the Magi have a commanding lead over Fargo Davies on homecoming night here at Duane Carlson Stadium.
There's no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
Magi boot this one back into the end zone. And it will be a touchback as the Eagles will start at their own 20-yard line. 10:04 to play here in the ballgame. Minot High's Logan Conklin gets into the end zone for the first time in 2 weeks, but that is the 6th touchdown of the year. The high in the WDA for all receivers by a mile. Trinity Anderson from Bandad's got 3 coming into week number 5. Conklin's got himself 6. And the all-state wide receiver, Logan Conklin, trying to do his part here tonight. Little bubble screen up the middle. That pass is going to be completed up over the first down marker. Then some more. Chausek's going to carry ahead forward all the way up to the 35-yard line. Make that Zach Lilly. I do apologize. Lilly with a first down. Well, once again, join us here tonight on the Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroad postgame show. We'll have our move of the game here tonight. We'll also have our MVP of the contest. That pass is going to be completed out to the far sideline. It's completed as the Davies Eagles are going to pick up 8 on the play. I'm sorry, call it. Yeah, it will be 7 on the play, rather. Hasbargen was the one with the catch. Davies spreads it out again. They move 2 to the left side, 2 to the right side. It's a 2nd down and 3 coming here. Right at the 45-yard line. Minot brings the pressure. Hello, big-time sack again. The stop is made for the Magicians. And coming up with the play for the Magi, you can credit the sack by Griffin Broderick. Well, you see Broderick break free. He was in hot pursuit. Two-way player for the Magi. Pass across the middle. Oh, went up to Ruziska, went into his hands and then out. Tyson Ruziska almost had the INT. Coverage was there. Brings up a 4th down here for Davies. See Ruziska hanging out, the hunter and the hunted there. He went up after it. Just missed. Well, they have 4 on the board here for Davies. That score is incorrect. It's 26-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sent up again. That time it's going to be into the hands of number 23, Zach Lilly. Larson comes up with a stop.
Brings up 4th down.
That was the 4th down play. It will be Minot High with a 1st down and 10 coming here. Now, once again, that score on your screen coming from the actual Daktronics scoreboard here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Not sure where the Phantom 4 came from. Minot leading 26-0. And the offense comes back out to work.
At the 39-yard line.
Peter telling Mike Anderson, the head referee, saying, hey, you got the score wrong on the board. I think it's probably what the conversation was from the senior quarterback. Ruziska finds the seam. There's an 8-yard gain for the Magi. So they continue to impress on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball here tonight.
2nd down and 3.
Well, the Magicians and what they've been able to do on offense, that was my key to the game tonight, going back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here tonight. Talking about Minot High utilizing their weapons. They've done that here this evening. They've used plenty of them. Here's Ruziska, one of those weapons that goes up over the 30-yard line. He's going to be close to the 1st down marker. Did he get it? They're going to say yes on the spot of the ball. And the chains move again here for the Magi.
Tackle made by Lane. And
Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network is brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free virtual consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. It's Prestwich Orthodontics. Find them online, lineupbraces.com. First and 10 for the Magi with excellent field position again as they work out of the shotgun. They go back to Broderick. No, it's a fake. There's a flag on the play as that ball was tossed out to the intended target for Minot High was number 45 on the play. That's Noah Bledsoe. It was incomplete, and that flag drops down. False start and a holding on the Magi. First one was declined, so Minot High is going to have themselves a first down at 20. The ball on the 38-yard line. Peter hands it off. Jadrian Small breaks out to the left side. He's wrapped up at the legs. Making the stop, Malachi Wehrmeyer. Wehrmeyer certainly has been good here tonight for the Davies Eagles. One of the players that has impressed here tonight. Zach Lilly's been good as well.
Second down and 20.
Lilly, Chosick, Wehrmeyer, the ones that been highlighted here quite a bit tonight. For the Magi, it's another tough choice again here this evening. What direction do you go for the Magicians on a player of the game if they can hang on to a 26-0 advantage right now? And it certainly seems like they will. Broderick breaks free. He's up over the 30-yard line as Broderick runs that straight downhill. Had an interesting conversation the other day with former Minot High fullback and linebacker Chance Kraft from 2005 Minot High Magician team that had quite a run as well. Talking about Broderick and Ruziska and what they bring to the table in the backfield for the Magi. Kraft went on to play at the University of Mary for the Marauders. Talking about how Broderick reminded him quite a bit of Trey Tangaloa, if you remember that name from the early 2000s. He was an absolute workhorse back in the backfield. Broderick's got it again here. They're built the same. They run the same. Those two kids, Tangaloa and Broderick, when they hit you, boy, let me tell you. Absolute freight train. Brings up a fourth down for the Magi. Waiting for the play call to come in here from Chauncey Hendershot, giving it off here to Luke Beater. Beater's going to carry it in now, and the Magi will take the call from their senior quarterback, who's been quite a bright surprise here for the Magicians this year. We talked quite a bit about Jaden Sparrow going on to play at MSU after he was chosen as an All-West Region player. Beater comes in and certainly has impressed. Well, there's a flag on the play. Minot High's going to get some free yards, but they're going to call a timeout as well, I do believe, or they did call a timeout. No, they're going to start the play clock. Maybe that timeout coming beforehand. Well, they're going to try the big time boot coming here. Burke has it down, sets it up. It's through the uprights. Or is it wide left? Just wide left. I do apologize. Had the distance, plenty of leg from him from there. Went wide left. And the score remains 26-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. All Magi here tonight. They lead this ball game. We're going to keep it here, actually, as the Eagles will come out on offense on the turnover on downs. 4 minutes, 50 seconds ticks away. Davies trying to see if they can come up with a solution to this Minot High defense that has had them hemmed in here tonight to this ball game. Next up for Davies, they play Fargo South at a triple versus double A matchup. Stop is made by Bedell on the carry out to the left.
Ryland Fisher with the carry.
From Fisher. Fargo South up next. Then they've got Shanley on October 6th. That's a home game. Both those games are at home for Davies. For the Magi, they travel to West Fargo Cheyenne next Friday night, the 29th. That's a 7 o'clock game. We'll have the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show for you at 6:30. I'll be there with the call. Then Minot goes to Bismarck to play the Demons on the 5th of October. That's shaping up to be the WDA title game. If everything continues to streamline the way it is inside of the West region. Then Minot has Williston on the 13th of October. They end their season with West Fargo in a non-conference matchup on the 19th. Minot doesn't play Shanley in the regular season here this year. Last time the Magi won a state title was 1980. You heard me right. Ironically enough, they played Shanley in that state title matchup. They beat the Deacons on that occasion. They're on a collision course right now to get back to that spot. This pass is completed across the middle, all the way up over midfield. The pitch and catch was there. Trying to grab a number for you. I do apologize. Looks like Colin Williams, it was the one that caught the pass. He was tracked down by Tyson Ruziska and company for the Magi. Gives the Eagles some good field position now here with a first down and 10. 3 minutes now ticks away here in the ballgame. Run goes right up the middle. Minot High's defensive core shuts the door again.
Fisher with the carry.
Fisher had the carry. Swarm of Magicians defensemen had the stop. Once again, Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up in 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Hope you join us for the post-game here tonight. 48-35. Last score we saw down in Bismarck. Pass comes out. It's going to be knocked down there by Minot High's coverage coming from Aaron Prestwich as he knocked it down. Rain certainly coming down in Bismarck. Century not out of it yet. It's 48-35 with under 2 minutes to play in the ball game.
Persons broken up by.
They've scored plenty of touchdowns in that shootout tonight. That one going a little different than a lot of people had thought it would here this evening. Davies trying to get a score of their own here in this ball game as that's fired out over the heads of everybody. It's incomplete. Down to 2 minutes and 8 seconds to play here in the ball game. Well, join us tomorrow. We have single A football on the air at 12 o'clock noon tomorrow as Bishop Ryan will host Stanley up at Herb Parker Stadium. We'll have the call for you on the PSP network. We'll have an 11:30 a.m. pregame show tomorrow as the Lions take on the Blue Jays. Live at the Herb Parker Stadium. Back to pass across the middle. Tossed out but incomplete. And Minot High is going to get the ball back on the turnover. Well, the Magicians will get to celebrate their homecoming tonight with a win in non-conference play, but a big one, a statement win as well here in this ball game tonight. All the formality now on what the final score will be as the Magi are well on their way here in this ball game. Game reset looks like this. Ruziska scored with 10-10 left in the second quarter. 25-yard run. Broderick scored from 30 yards out with 1:15 to play in the first half. That made it 14-0. Fowl had a catch from the 49-yard line on the pass from Beater. That made it 20-0. Then Conklin had a catch to make it 26-0 from the 35-yard line. Those are the scores in the ball game. False start of the offense here for the Magi. It's It's marching them back 5 yards. Defensively, the Magicians, again, averaging just 3 points per game that they give up. That number is going to go down even further here tonight. They can hold Davies off the board for the remaining minute 53 of this ball game.
Tackled by a host of Eagles. Brings up second down.
Well, Shanley and Century in that tight contest tonight. Does that change the minds of anybody in the media across North Dakota? That game goes final 48-35. Final score, Shanley over Century tonight. Will that change the minds of anybody after Minot High took care of Century last week at Bismarck Century by a score of 30-0? Up the middle on the run for the Magi. Ball's carried forward, looking for the first down for the Magicians. It was number 22, Caden Fillion. New quarterback in for the Magicians, and it's Cash Danielson that comes in. He's had some snaps on the year for the Magi. It's been Beater that's had the lion's share, however, from that QB role here in 2023. 30 seconds now ticking down. Minot High is going to take the victory here tonight. It's going to go final at Duane Carlson Stadium. 26-0, the final score in favor of the Magi here tonight. Our planning team financial at Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up right around the corner. Join us for that. We'll have our Jobbers Moving and Storage and our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game and our MVP brought to you by Sport Clips. That all happens next when we come back to Duane Carlson Stadium. All Magi tonight on homecoming night. Big win for the Maroon and Gold.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Poise. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Well, I said it in week 1. I said it in week 2. Said it after week number 3. No different in week number 4. How about week number 5? Are you impressed with the Minot High defense? Or are you impressed with the Minot High defense? 12 total points they've registered against. It's all they've given up on the year. 4 shutouts on the season for the Magi. And tonight, they take it to Davies 26-0 in the 13th all-time matchup between these two programs. Minot High improves their record to 8-5 overall against Davies all time. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. Planning Team Financial. Whether you're looking for full service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Shots Crossroads also brings you the postgame here tonight. Shots Crossroads is your postgame headquarters. You can order online and pick it up right at Shots Crossroads. Team buses are always welcome. Try the banana cream pie at Shots Crossroads. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I love that stuff. Delicious. Nick Holberg here on the postgame report tonight after the Magi pick up their 4th shutout of the season in an impressive 26-0 win over Davies. People across the World Wide Web tuned in tonight. Thanks for joining us. My niece Sadly watching tonight with my son Ike Holberg. You guys better have that house clean when I get home. Be on my way soon. Just have to wrap this one up here this evening, and one that has some major highlights to talk about. Only joking. Hope the kids are having fun on a Friday night. They're Magi fans. They certainly were. Well, let's start here. Game reset tonight of this showdown as the Magi with an impressive victory on homecoming night. Didn't score in the first quarter for the first time on the season, but they did in the second twice. Tyson Ruziska made it 7-0 with 10:10 left in the first half. 25-yard dance into the end zone for the touchdown. Then it was Griffin Brondrick that scored with a minute 15 left in the first half. That was a 30-yard scamper in. That made it 14-0. That's where we went to halftime. At the half, we saw Minot High marching magicians and the cheerleaders with quite a presentation for homecoming week in front of a sold-out crowd here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Took the Magi a bit to get rolling in the second half. There was some defensive penalties on the Magicians, but their offense started hitting on full cylinders again in the third quarter with 8:30 left. A 49-yard from the 49-yard line. It was a pass that caught foul, and foul from Beater danced in for the touchdown. That made it 20-0. Then with 10:04 to tick away in the fourth quarter from the 35-yard line, it was Conklin that picked up his 6th touchdown of the season. That's a WDA high for a receiver. Beater found him That made it 26-0. That's where we ended at the end of the ball game tonight. 26-0 in favor of the Magi. There was a missed 3-point attempt for the Magicians. There was a touchdown that was called back on a holding play from Tyson Ruziska. Some penalties here tonight for the Magi and for the Davies Eagles, but all in all, a well-rounded football game. Credit Fargo Davies tonight, too, by the way. They came into the showdown knowing that Minot High was for real. Davies coming in at 2-2 overall. They dropped to 2-3. But Davies more than anyone on the season so far. You could argue that probably, but in my mind, Davies is the toughest challenge that the Magi have had on the year. And I would say that without question. I thought Davies looked real good here tonight. They had some first downs in the showdown. They were able to rush the ball up the field with ease at times. Minot High's defensive core made the adjustments needed, and boy, did they come up with some big stops here tonight. They were good in this ball game as well. Next up for Davies, they have a matchup against a AA opponent in Fargo South. That comes up next week for them. After that, they take on Shanley on October 6th. Shanley takes care of Bismarck High tonight, by the way. That's a final of 48-35 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That was a good ball game down in Bismarck. Keep in mind, Minot shut out Bismarck Century. The Patriots were able to find 35 points against the Deacons tonight. Does that change the media poll? That's a question mark for the week ahead. Next up for Minot High, they travel to West Fargo Cheyenne to take on the Mustangs. A matchup that we'll have on the air. I'll be there with the call. Dave Wilson will join me on the call. Looking forward to seeing a good friend of mine, Dave Wilson, for the call. That one coming up next Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll start at 6:30 for our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. After that, Minot goes to Bismarck to take on the Demons on the 5th of October. That's not an easy one. The schedule kind of in the heart here for the Magi and stiff competition. Davies, Cheyenne, Bismarck back-to-back-to-back. And then Minot High returns home on the 13th of October to take on Williston, followed by a matchup with West Fargo. The Packers to end their season on the 19th. Tonight it was a 26-0 win over Fargo Davies. When we come back, we'll have our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. Tonight we will also have our MVP of the contest. Still time to tweet at us on who you think tonight's MVP is at Network PSP. Tweet at us and let us know who you think is worthy of that honor here tonight. How do you even pick? Not an easy pick by any means. Well, it took all night, but the rain finally starting to come down here at Duane Carlson Stadium after the Magi win 26-0. More of our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show to come. We'll hand out some awards when we come back here to Duane Carlson Stadium.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany? Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7, pressure, point, yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put...
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Shots, honestly, the shots came to me. Derek and Eric especially had some great drives, which led to some great kicks. Shout out to them. It feels good.
For you to come out here from a defensive effort against Eagle staff, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
That line. Good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
Yes, and now
Mr. Hipper. Letting me know I have
the iconic Am here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Shined over a 26-0 win in favor of the Magi here tonight. Welcome back into our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. Got to catch my breath. Had to take a quick run. Appreciate your patience here tonight. Top into our move of the game here tonight. Move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. Here's tonight's move of the game. The nail of the coffin here tonight. Logan Conklin from Beater. Kind of just put the cap on it here tonight. Get your move of the game. Logan Conklin's 6th touchdown of the year. Jobbers Moving and Storage can help you with your moving and storage needs. Again, whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers is there to help you with your moving and storage needs. Jobbers can be found online at thejobberswarehouse.com. They bring you the move of the game here this evening. Time to announce our MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, where you can sign in online with a hairstylist today. It's the Sport Clips MVP of the showdown here tonight. Plenty of different directions you could have gone here tonight. Plenty of love given to some of those offensive guys on the season and the performances that they've had. But how about the play of the linebacking core tonight? Brady Larson. Big tonight for the Magi. He's going to take my award here tonight for the MVP of the showdown. Could have went a million different directions, as said again here tonight. But congratulations, Brady Larson. Tonight's MVP brought to you by Sport Clips. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of tonight's showdown. Sign in with a hairstylist today at Sport Clips. They bring you tonight's MVP. Well, the 3A media poll for week number 5 looks like this. Shanley had a close one tonight with Century. Minot took care of Davies tonight. Handedly. Does that change the game at the top 2 moving into week number 6? We will find out. Don't forget, more action tomorrow night. Won't be nighttime. It'll actually be starting in the morning with our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show kicking off at 11:30 tomorrow. Stanley and Bishop Ryan in a single-A football matchup on the PSP Network. Hope you join us for that tomorrow morning. And then a full slate of games next week as well on the PSP Network. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms to stay up to date with all things high school athletics in the WDA and across Western North Dakota. You can help us promote local athletes by liking and following the PSP Network on all social media platforms. Final score, once again, Minot High takes care of Davies tonight, 26-0. The final on to West Fargo Cheyenne for the Magi next week. We'll have the call of that one for you on the PSP Network. Join us for that showdown. I'll be there with Dave Wilson on the call. Pregame show will start at 6:30 next Friday night. Minot High, the Magi take on the Mustangs. Big thanks to Andrew Woodbeck. Job well done tonight to our camera operator here this evening. Appreciate his work as always on the PSP Network. Nick Holberg signing off here for the final time. We'll announce the score again. 26-0 the Magi over Davies until tomorrow morning at 11:30 for the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show of the showdown with Bishop Ryan and Stanley. Please have a great night. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a good weekend, and God bless.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.